Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
Welcome to the Northville Hills Golf Club. Mr. Palmer is here to give a few remarks about the golf course. We just got done giving a tour of all the golf holes. I am the golf course superintendent and general manager of the property out here, and been out here since January of last year when there was 2 feet of snow on the ground. So at this point in time, Mr. Palmer will give a few remarks, and then we'll open it up to just a few questions. And his time is very limited this afternoon, and he's visiting a couple golf courses in a couple days, and when the time's appropriate, he's going to be moving on to his plane and on to the next site. So, Mr. Palmer?
Well, thank you, and good afternoon. I'm sorry I didn't have time to comb my hair, but well, we have toured the property, and why don't I just stand up? Late November, and we really got a pretty good catch going, and in the next couple months you'll see some dramatic changes in the golf course. The fairways are in. The greens, for the best part, are in pretty good shape now. And of course, with the situation that was here, drainage is one of the things that we look at, and of course we like to keep the environment in mind all the time when we're doing golf courses, so that's a very important part of it. And I suppose the most important thing is building a golf course that all of you people who are going to play the golf course and live here can enjoy. And that means simply that the high handicappers, the 20 to 40 handicappers or what have you, can go out and have fun. And the people that are a little bit better, lower handicaps, can also see the challenge that they want to see. We do not try to do things over and over. We try to build something that suits the environment and the situation that we are faced with each time we build a golf course. Meaning we do individual golf holes for individual situations and do not try to duplicate other situations. Now, I will say that, and I have said that, and at the same time, occasionally you will see one thing that we do a little bit of, and of course a few other architects have copied it now and are doing it maybe as much as we do, and that is we'll build a sand trap that will go right into a lake or a water hazard. And that's something that that appeals to me, and I think it makes the golf course even a little more attractive. But basically, and bottom line, we are trying to do a job that will suit the people that are going to be playing the golf course, and that they can have fun. And the tees you see will be alternated, and they will be moved around. This golf course, we moved about 600,000 cubic yards of dirt. We will, the par on this golf course at the present moment is 71, and it's very likely will be turned to a 72 because of one of the holes that, if we can stretch it just a little more room out of it, will make it a par 5, which would make the golf course a par 5. You will see some of the par 3s that are I would say very good par 3s. Some of them are pretty challenging. They will have some water on them that some of you will lose a lot of golf balls. And of course, Martin, being the superintendent, he gets the golf ball concession. Right?
And put my kids through college with them.
And of course, we could go on and on. Fairways are basically bent fairways, the greens are bent, and the golf course is coming. I'm very pleased with the progress that has been made.
What do you think of this area, the courses around here, the interest in golf here?
Well, I think it's pretty tremendous, actually. as you know, I have been coming to Detroit playing golf, and I hate to tell you, there's some young ladies here that, you know, that I don't want them to really know how old I am. But, no, I'm kidding, of course. I played my first golf tournament in Detroit in 1946. And I have enjoyed the area just tremendously ever since. I played in numerous invitationals in the Detroit area, and I played in many opens, and I won the amateur here in '54. So this area is a particularly good area as far as my golfing prowess is concerned. A lot of my good friends from years going by lived here, and some of them still do. So, and as far as the golf here is concerned, I think it's one of the hottest golf areas in America. When you think that the season is pretty limited with, what, 7, maybe 8 months if you're lucky, I think we are very fortunate to have a city like Detroit and have the golf going on here that we do. You know, they're dawn to dark. People are teeing off at hoping to get 18 holes in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is pretty tough, and that's a daily tee golf course. A little expensive, but it's still a daily tee. Yes?
With equipment getting better and players getting better, and there's a limit on land, you can't build 600 or 700 yard holes. What do you see as a challenge in the future for golf course architecture, or maybe a limit on equipment to bring in, to make it challenging, yet not have golf courses stretch out 10 miles long?
Well, that is certainly one of the popular topics of conversation today. But let's just take the overall situation and look at it. And in the world today, all the golfers in the world, less than 5% of them are shooting anywhere near par. So when you think about the technology you're talking about and the length of the golf courses, 95% of the people playing golf are really out there just having fun and shooting a score that is not always real good. 5% of those people are playing professionals for the best part, or very top amateurs. And I don't see anything really wrong with them shooting the kind of scores they're shooting. I think that if we have to limit it, my ideas would be to limit the golf ball a little bit, maybe make it for tournament play where you're seeing these scores that you have to be talking about the pros, the Tiger Woods and those people that are shooting these low scores. So at the moment, the people that are playing golf and the people that are going to play on this golf course aren't going to be shooting 63s or 64s, so the golf course is going to be perfectly adequate for the average player. And I think it's like the guy that says to me at a clinic the other day when he said, Mr. Palmer, he says, how can I put more spin on the golf ball? And I said, well, what are you talking about? What club are you hitting? He says, well, I hit a 5-iron. I said, well, how far do you hit a 5-iron? He says, I hit it about 130 yards. I said, what the hell do you want to spin it for? So what we are really as much interested in today in the game of golf is getting the masses to go out and have fun playing golf, and meaning play better. So we're not, you take an exception with the professionals because they are good and they are shooting good scores. But that's a simple fix if we ever get to that point. Tiger Woods this week averaged 5 under par a round on a very good golf course. Well, that isn't out of this world for a man that's the best golfer in the world right now. I think that's online. And you saw a lot of guys in that tournament that I'm talking about in your field, a lot of them didn't break par at all. They were over par for the best part. So I don't think that's as serious a problem as we may be making it out to be right now. And the golf courses, the other thing about them is that we haven't made them nearly as tough as we can. And this golf course right here, I could come out here when we get it all ready to play and it's in perfect condition, and I could make the greens about a 10 or 11 on the slope, on speed, and I could let the rough grow up to about 5 inches, and all the equipment in the world ain't gonna help.
Thanks again for coming out.